Right? Reintroducing the previous paragraph from the 4 or the bar 5.4. Or you see that, right? Here over there. Just would be the without explanation. Many.
On that comment, right? You show many, drawbacks. So, would you like one more year to complete?
Okay, good afternoon teachers and everyone. Today I'm very happy to be here and present about our graduation thesis. The thesis is named Implementation of Weighted Factoring Algorithm on NetFPGA-based open flow switch. In this project, we were instructed by Dr. Chen Hu-Heng, Professor Phạm Nam, and Professor Nguyễn Thanh. My team includes two members, Mr. Dr. and me, In this project, we have also cooperated with Mr. Vincent Hui, a member from our laboratory. The contents of our presentation include 5 main parts. I will talk about background and weighted factoring scheduler design. The rest of the presentation, including system implementation, system evaluation, and conclusion, will be presented by Mr. Zeng. Our presentation will last for about 15 to 20 minutes, and if you have any questions, please wait to the end of our presentation. Let's go to the first part. Background. As we know, network services are now various. We have VoIP, YouTube, websites, and each of them has a different level of demand. So the best effort model is not suitable. Therefore, a system that can deliver bandwidth effectively to each type of service is essential. Meanwhile, software-defined networking is becoming more and more popular. It separates data bus and control bus, so it helps the researcher find easy to program and control network. And among the protocols that support SDN, OpenFlow is the most popular one. To understand about this better, we go to the next slide. In this slide, we compare a traditional switch with an OpenFlow switch. As for traditional switch, control bus and data bus are both on hardware. But for the OpenFlow switch, a part of control bus was moved to software, and it is called OpenFlow controller. The software and hardware communicate with each other via the OpenFlow protocol. With those background, we have set our project aims. First, we have to design a traffic scheduler that can allocate bandwidth effectively to each type of service, as illustrated in this figure, where each type of service receives a specific amount of bandwidth. The traffic scheduler has to spend a small amount of hardware resources, and it has to be implemented completely into the OpenFlow switch. As for the switch, after being implemented, it has to guarantee its throughput. And that's all about background. Now we go to the scheduler design. But before that, I would like to talk about the weighted factoring algorithm. When we come to this algorithm, we have to know 3 parameters. First, weight. Weight represents for the portion of bandwidth that each type service will receive. Virtual time is a time-keeping mechanism that we have used in this project to keep track of packets in the system. And finish time is calculated in the virtual time unit, and it is used to just estimate the time that the packet is completely served. As for the algorithm, its operation is divided into 4 steps. First, classifying packets. In this project, we classify packets according to the SCP field, which exists in every IP packet, and each value of this field represents for a type of service. After classifying, we calculate virtual time of the system, calculate finish time or FTime for each packet coming into the system, and we provide the packet with the smallest FTime of the system. And here is our scheduler design. We consider 3 main blocks: the weighted factoring computation circuit, task sorting circuit, and packet buffer. When the packet comes into the scheduler, its data is stored into the packet buffer here. And the computation circuit receives the necessary parameters to calculate for the FTime. The FTime will be sent to the task sorting circuit, and the task sorting circuit will search for the flow ID mean, which is the address of the packet having the smallest alpha in the system. The packet buffer will use this value to output the packet out. Now we'll go to the specific design for each block. First is weighted vacuum computation circuit. All of the algorithm is placed here. In this circuit, we have three main blocks: sum weight, V time, and add time. Sum weight calculates for the sum of the weight of the active flows in the system, and it also measures the time between two events: arrival of packet into the system and departure of packet from the system. These two parameters will be sent to V time block, and this block uses this one formula, first formula here, to calculate for virtual time of the system, and the add time here will use this second formula to calculate for the finished time of each packet coming into the system. And from this formula, we can conclude that the finished time of a packet is always smaller than those of the next packet in the same flow. With that in mind, we have derived the design for the task sorting circuit. It consists of two main blocks: a task storage and a task comparator. Task storage receives the finished task from the computation circuit and store them into a number of VFOs. The first element of the VFOs is the smallest ACTA represented for one flow. And so to obtain the smallest ACTA of the system, we use a task comparator to compare the first element of the VFOs, and the output of the circuit is flow ID mean, which is the address of the packet that has the smallest ACTA in the system. Next is the packet buffer. First is use the write ID to and data in here to store the data into a number of VFOs here, and then it use the read ID, which is the flow ID mean from the task sorting circuit, and it use the value to choose the VFO to read the packet corresponding packet out. And that's all about the weighted vacuum scheduler. In this project, we have used the Verilog language to design scheduler with the number of posts is about 1700. The chip has been used is Vertex 2 Pro 50, which is a medium-end technology. And as for the synthesis result, we have got the maximum frequency of nearly 172 megahertz and the throughput of about 11 gigabit per second. Here is the table of the hardware resources that has been used for the scheduler. We can see that our scheduler can use a small amount of hardware resources while being able to perform well every function of a scheduler. And that's all of my part. Now, Mr. Zheng will talk to you about the rest of the presentation.
Okay, thanks, Peter. Now we continue with part 3, system implementation. Here is an overview of OpenFlow suite. The OpenFlow suite has 3 main blocks. The first block is input arbiter, which is used to select the packet from one of the input ports, and then forward it to the output port lookup. Then output port lookup we find out the destination of the packet and send it to the output queue. Next, output queue transmit the packet to the corresponding output port. The input of my team is placing scheduler between output port lookup and output queue. The impact of this scheduler is that when the packet is found out, when the destination of the packet is found out, instead of going out directly to output queue, it will be following scheduler while the finish time are calculated. After that, scheduler will transmit all packet to the output queue in an order from the smallest to the biggest in terms of finish time value. After implementation, we had a synthetic result here with a maximum frequency is over 125 MHz and throughput reach 8 gigabit per second, which guarantees the performance of suite. And this table shows the hardware usage report of system. After implementing the full system, we have tested by building a real scenario testing system, and we carry out two scenarios. In the first scenario, we test the system of 3 flows, which represent 3 types of service. The weight ratio is 4 to 1, which means that the expected bandwidth of flow 1 is double than that of flow 2, and the expected bandwidth of flow 2 is double than that of flow 3. And the bandwidth ratio of flow are 2, 1, 1, which means that the number of bandwidth of flow 1 is double than that of flow 2 and flow 3. With this scenario, we compare between original squid and algorithm. With original squid, the bandwidth of 3 flow are similar. However, with algorithm, the bandwidth of 3 flow are different. With the target amount bandwidth are allocated to flow 1, which has a target weight value. The second target amount bandwidth are delivered to flow 2, and the lowest is provided to flow 3. Moreover, the average the ratio flow is 4 to 1, which is the same as predefined weight value. In the second scenario, the number of flow is 3 to 4 and the weight ratio is 4 to 1, 1. The weight ratio is 3 to 1 and 2. The result is similar to test 1. With the original squid, the bandwidth are almost identical for the 4 flow, but with algorithm, the target amount bandwidth are allocated to flow 1 and the second target amount bandwidth are allocated to flow 2. In addition, flow 3 and flow 4 have the same bandwidth because their weight are equal. This is a summary of 2 tests. In the test 1, the average throughput of the 3 flow have a ratio of 4 to 1, which is about 0.56, 0.28, and 0.14 gigabits per second respectively. And test 2 has similar result. In addition, the sum of average throughput into test are approximately 1 gigabit per second, which is a high bit value of throughput such as